Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving deep into one of the most thrilling modern coin discoveries in the world of American currency, the United States of America Kansas quarter dollar from the year 2005. If you're a coin collector, enthusiast, or someone just getting started, this is a coin story you absolutely do not want to miss. This isn't just any quarter, it's a coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm due to its unique errors, mysterious printing flaws, and the jaw-dropping value it can command on the collector's market. Produced as part of the 50-state quarters program, the 2005 Kansas quarter celebrates the Sunflower State with pride and history, but it's what went unexpectedly wrong during the minting process that makes this coin incredibly special. Let's talk about the design first to build up the story. The Kansas quarter features a majestic American bison standing tall in the foreground with a beautiful sunflower beside it, the official state flower of Kansas. Above the image, the words, Kansas 1861, are inscribed to mark the year Kansas joined the Union. It's a powerful and patriotic design that reflects strength, freedom, and nature, all rolled into one compact piece of art. But here's where things get exciting. This quarter is known for a legendary mint error that has captured the imagination of collectors around the world. Have you ever heard of the phrase, "In God We Trust"? Of course you have. It's one of the most recognized mottos in American history. But on some 2005 Kansas quarters, due to grease or debris getting into the minting press, the word "trust" was partially obscured, leaving behind a hilarious and mysterious misprint that reads, "In God We Rust." That's right, in God we rust. And that's not a joke, it's a real and rare minting error that has created huge buzz among collectors and coin dealers alike. This particular error is not only visually striking, but it also holds incredible historical and collectible value. The "In God We Rust" error is considered a true gem in modern American coinage because it's an authentic mistake from the mint that occurred in the official release, making it a genuine rarity straight from the source. And unlike other coins where errors might go unnoticed, this one is bold, obvious, and instantly recognizable, which makes it even more valuable to collectors. So, how can you identify this treasure in your own collection or pocket change? Grab your Kansas 2005 quarter and look closely at the front side, the obverse. Focus your attention on the motto, "In God We Trust." If the letters in the word "trust" are faded, missing, or appear to spell "rust," congratulations, you might be holding an incredibly rare error coin in your hands. It's best viewed under magnification, so don't hesitate to use a simple coin loop or magnifying glass to get a closer look. Even a partial error can be worth significantly more than face value, but if you've got a full, clear, "In God We Rust" misprint, you're looking at a serious collector's prize. Now let's talk about just how much this error coin can be worth, and this is where things get truly exciting. While average examples can fetch impressive amounts ranging from hundreds to several $1,000s depending on condition and clarity, there have been top-grade Kansas quarters with this error that reached mind-blowing prices in private sales and auctions. And yes, believe it or not, a pristine, high-grade example of the Kansas 2005, "In God We Rust" quarter has been known to sell for an astonishing $98,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $98,000 for a single quarter that might be sitting in your change jar right now. That kind of value turns an ordinary 25-cent coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Imagine buying a soda, getting this coin in your change, and later realizing you're holding what could be nearly a six-figure piece of modern American history. The demand for this coin has skyrocketed in recent years as more collectors enter the market and hunt for rare mint errors with unique stories. Dealers and experts consistently rank the Kansas 2005 quarter among the most fascinating and desirable state quarters out there. And because these coins were widely circulated, there's always a chance that one is still out there waiting to be found by someone who knows what to look for. Coin collectors love these types of finds because they represent the thrill of discovery, where history, humor, rarity, and real value all come together in a single piece of metal. Whether you're just starting your collection or you're a seasoned numismatist, this coin is a must-have and an instant conversation starter. It also teaches us that even in modern coins, rare errors can slip through the mint and become incredibly valuable treasures. So here's the call to action, treasure hunters: go through your old coin jars, check your change, and inspect your quarter collections carefully. You could be holding onto one of the most valuable modern coins in circulation. And if you find one, keep it safe. Consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, and research recent sales to determine its true market value. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you ever found a Kansas 2005 quarter with the "In God We Rust" error? Or maybe you have another coin with a rare minting mistake? Share your stories, ask your questions, and join the growing community of collectors who know the true value of these fascinating pieces of history. Second rare coin, we're uncovering the hidden story behind one of the most legendary coins in the 50-state quarter series. Yes, we're talking about the United States of America quarter dollar from Delaware, minted in 1999. If you're a coin collector or just someone curious about what treasure could be sitting in your change jar, this video is going to absolutely blow your mind. The 1999 Delaware quarter holds a very special place in the hearts of collectors because it was the first ever coin released in the state quarters program by the U.S. Mint. This was the coin that kicked off a historic initiative that would honor all 50 states over 10 years, and Delaware had the honor of leading the way. Because of this, it already holds significant historical value, marking a major moment in American coinage and collecting culture. Now let's talk about its striking design. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see Caesar Rodney, a Revolutionary War hero, riding horseback on his famous journey to cast a decisive vote for American independence. It's a powerful image that reflects courage, urgency, and patriotism, and it makes the Delaware quarter stand out from the rest of the state quarters released after it. The bold design, along with the text "Caesar Rodney" and "The First State," makes it a favorite for collectors who appreciate American history engraved in metal. But what really turns this beautiful coin into a true collector's dream are the rare errors that some of these Delaware quarters possess. Yes, not all 1999 Delaware quarters were created equally. Some have unique minting errors that were never meant to happen, and those flaws are exactly what make them so valuable today. In fact, these rare error coins have become the target of serious coin hunters, dealers, and investors because of the explosive demand surrounding them. One of the most sought-after errors is the spitting horse error. This unusual name comes from a die crack on the coin that appears to show a line extending from the horse's mouth, giving the appearance that the horse is spitting. It might sound funny, but it's incredibly serious when it comes to value. This die crack error is easy to spot with the naked eye or a magnifying glass, and if you find a clear version of it, you may be holding something truly valuable. Another known error involves off-center strikes, where the image or text on the coin is not perfectly aligned. There are also coins with double dies, where some letters or design features appear doubled, often on the words "United States of America" or the date itself. These doubled features can occur due to a misalignment in the die-making process and are extremely popular with collectors because they're both rare and visually striking. So how can you tell if your Delaware quarter is one of these rare gems? First, examine both sides of the coin under good lighting. Look for any doubling in the lettering or numbers. Pay close attention to the horse's mouth on the reverse side to check for the famous die crack that creates the spitting effect. Off-center images or unusual spacing between letters can also indicate a rare minting error. If you suspect you have something unique, it's always a smart move to have the coin authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These error coins have already made waves at auctions and in private sales across the country. In recent years, collectors have been willing to pay top dollar for well-preserved Delaware error quarters, especially those in uncirculated or mint state condition with clearly visible flaws. Because of the coin's historical significance and the limited number of error specimens, its value continues to climb, and competition among collectors is heating up. This demand isn't going away anytime soon. In fact, it's growing every year as more collectors learn about these hidden treasures and as fewer error coins remain available in the market. Some lucky individuals have discovered that a coin they once considered pocket change is now worth enough to change their lives. These stories are real, and they're becoming more common as the hunt for valuable state quarters intensifies. And now, the moment you've been waiting for: what could one of these rare Delaware 1999 quarters actually be worth? Well, if you happen to have an example in pristine condition, with a verified minting error like the spitting horse, off-center strike, or double die, you could be looking at a coin valued as high as $100,000, that's right, $100,000 for a single quarter that most people would overlook without a second thought. This is not just a coin, it's a slice of American history, a minting mystery, and a highly sought-after collector's prize all in one. Imagine what you could do with that kind of money, and all it takes is one lucky find and a little knowledge to spot it. So take a moment to check your collection, search through your old jars of coins, or dig through the change tray in your car. You never know what might be waiting for you. If you come across a Delaware 1999 quarter, give it a close inspection and see if you might have stumbled onto a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The thrill of the hunt is real, and the payoff could be extraordinary. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found one of these Delaware quarters, or if you have questions about identifying rare errors in your own coin collection. We love hearing your stories and sharing this amazing coin collecting journey with you. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more incredible coin discoveries, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about the rare coins hiding in plain sight. Third expensive coin. We're diving deep into one of the most beautiful and surprisingly valuable coins in American numismatic history, the United States of America $quarter from Connecticut, minted in 1999. This quarter isn't just a tribute to a state, it's a treasure, and you'll want to stick around to the very end to find out how one of these coins could be worth an absolutely staggering amount of money. The 1999 Connecticut quarter was part of the legendary 50-state quarters program, an initiative that transformed everyday coins into works of art that honor each state's unique history and heritage. Connecticut was the fifth state quarter released and quickly became one of the most admired designs thanks to its deeply symbolic imagery and elegant engraving. Right from the moment it entered circulation, this coin caught the eye of collectors and history lovers across the country. The design on the reverse of the coin is a stunning depiction of the Charter Oak, one of the most important historical symbols in Connecticut. According to legend, in 1687, the original Royal Charter of Connecticut was hidden in the hollow of this tree to protect it from being seized by the British governor. That powerful story of resistance and independence is now immortalized on the back of the coin, with the mighty oak standing tall, its branches sprawling across the surface in a display of strength and heritage. It's not just a tree, it's a symbol of American resilience and freedom, but beyond its historical significance and beautiful design, the 1999 Connecticut quarter has captured the attention of serious coin collectors for another reason entirely: rare and valuable minting errors that make this quarter worth far more than 25 cents. Yes, believe it or not, there are Connecticut quarters out there that have sold for life-changing amounts of money, and you could be holding one right now without even realizing it. Some of the most valuable errors found on the Connecticut quarter involve dramatic minting anomalies such as double die strikes, where the lettering or design features appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. These doubled features often show up in the inscriptions such as United States of America, E pluribus unum, or even in the fine branches of the Charter Oak itself. When these errors are clear and sharp, they instantly raise the value of the coin to collectors who specialize in mint mistakes. Another highly sought-after error is the off-center strike, which occurs when the coin isn't properly aligned in the minting press, causing part of the design to appear off-center or partially missing. These coins are extremely collectible, especially when the error is significant and the date remains fully visible. Then there's the rare and exciting clad layer missing error. This happens when one of the coin's outer layers separates during minting, giving the coin a unique coppery appearance on one side and making it a true oddity in the collector's world. What makes these errors so desirable isn't just the mistake, it's the rarity and the fact that they happened during the production of a historically important coin that already had immense public interest. These types of minting errors are never intentional, and only a tiny fraction of the millions of Connecticut quarters produced will ever display one of these rare flaws, making them incredibly valuable in the eyes of dedicated collectors. So how can you spot a valuable Connecticut 1999 quarter in your own collection or change? Start by carefully examining the coin under bright light or a magnifying glass. Look closely at the inscriptions, especially around the edges, for any signs of doubling or distortion. Inspect the charter oak branches for repeated lines or blurred details that suggest a double die. Check if the design is off-center, or if the coin feels unusual to the touch, perhaps slightly lighter or rougher on one side due to a missing clad layer. These clues can reveal whether you're holding something much more special than ordinary pocket change. Collectors and dealers across the country have been paying attention to these Connecticut quarters, and the prices at auctions have been nothing short of incredible. High-grade examples with certified mint errors have fetched serious money from buyers who know the rarity and potential of this coin. Interest in these error coins has only grown with time, as more collectors seek out the most elusive and unusual pieces to add to their collections or investment portfolios. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for: what is the top value this coin can reach if you're lucky enough to find the right one? A perfectly preserved 1999 Connecticut quarter with a confirmed minting error, especially a double die or off-center strike in mint condition, has been known to sell for as much as $110,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $110,000 for a single quarter. That's the kind of money most people would never expect to come from something sitting in their change drawer or hidden in a box of old coins. This just goes to show that even the most ordinary-looking objects can carry extraordinary value when you know what to look for, so don't wait another second, start checking your coins. You never know if you might be the next lucky person to discover a Connecticut 1999 quarter with a rare minting error worth a small fortune. If you find something unusual or exciting, leave a comment below and let us know. We'd love to hear your stories, answer your questions, and help you figure out just how valuable your coin might be. Especially, spotlight is on a truly iconic piece of American coinage, the United States of America Mount Rushmore quarter dollar from 2013. This is more than just a quarter, it's a symbol of patriotism, history, and for some lucky collectors, a gateway to a rare and valuable treasure. Get ready, because what you're about to learn may have you rushing to check every single coin in your collection. The Mount Rushmore quarter was released in 2013 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, a stunning collection that celebrated the most historic and scenic locations across the United States. Representing South Dakota, this coin captures one of the most recognizable monuments in the world, Mount Rushmore, with a breathtaking design that honors both artistry and legacy. It features a close-up view of the monument during its construction, showing the labor, craftsmanship, and vision that went into carving the faces of 4 legendary presidents into the Black Hills granite. But what makes this coin so special isn't just its gorgeous design or national significance, it's the rare and fascinating errors that some 2013 Mount Rushmore quarters carry. Errors that have transformed them from simple pieces of change into coins that collectors will pay thousands, yes, even tens of thousands, for. These coins have become a hot topic among numismatists and treasure hunters because of their rarity, their beauty, and the incredible values they've reached in recent auctions and private sales. One of the most talked about mint errors found on the Mount Rushmore quarter is the dramatic double die variety. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly between impressions, causing a doubling effect in the design elements. In the case of this quarter, collectors have found doubling in the intricate details of the monument, especially in the sculpting lines and inscriptions. If you see what looks like a shadowy second outline on the text or figures, congratulations, you may be holding something truly rare. Another rare error that has been identified on this coin is the off-center strike, where the coin was not perfectly aligned during minting. This misalignment can result in a partial image or missing edge lettering, something that instantly turns heads among collectors. A clear off-center Mount Rushmore quarter in pristine condition is not only extremely rare but also extremely desirable, making it a highlight in any collection. And let's not forget the highly unusual clad layer error, where part of the coin's outer nickel layer is missing, revealing the copper core beneath. This gives the coin a distinct two-tone appearance and instantly sets it apart from the rest. These types of errors are almost impossible to fake, making them highly trusted and highly valuable in the world of serious collectors. So how do you identify if your Mount Rushmore quarter is one of the rare ones? First, use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to examine the finer details of the design, especially the faces and hands of the workers depicted, as well as the inscriptions like E Pluribus Unum and Mount Rushmore. Look for any signs of doubling or distortion. Check if the image is properly centered, and inspect both the obverse and reverse for any discoloration or unusual textures that could suggest a missing clad layer. These small clues could be the key to uncovering a small fortune. Many of these rare coins have already been discovered and verified by top grading agencies like PCGS and NGC, and the demand for them continues to grow every year. Collectors all over the country are actively seeking out Mount Rushmore quarters with verified mint errors, and auctions have seen fierce bidding wars as more and more people realize the hidden value in these special coins. The America the Beautiful series was already a favorite among modern collectors, but error coins like these have taken it to a whole new level. The excitement around this coin isn't just hype, it's backed by real money, real collectors, and real sales. Stories have emerged of collectors selling their rare error Mount Rushmore quarters for huge profits, and the trend shows no sign of slowing down. This coin has quickly become one of the most watched and talked about coins of the past decade, and the opportunity to find one in the wild is still very real. And now, for the part you've all been waiting for, just how much can a 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter be worth if it features one of these rare minting errors and is in near-perfect condition? Believe it or not, a verified example with a dramatic error and top-grade condition has sold for as much as $60,000, yes, you heard that right, $60,000 for a single quarter. A coin that most people would spend without a second thought could actually be a small fortune waiting to be discovered. That's the magic of numismatics. It takes an eye for detail, a bit of knowledge, and sometimes a stroke of luck, but it's absolutely real, and it could happen to you, so don't let your change go unchecked. Take a moment today to look through your coins. You never know when a national treasure like the 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter might be hiding in plain sight. If you've found one of these coins, or if you have questions about potential errors in your collection, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. This channel is about discovery, passion, and community, and your story might inspire another collector on their journey. Next coin, we're setting sail with a remarkable coin that has captured the imagination of collectors across the country, the United States of America $quarter from Rhode Island, minted in 2001. This coin isn't just a part of American currency, it's a tribute to the ocean state, filled with history, artistry, and for the lucky few, incredible value that could transform your collection forever. The Rhode Island quarter is part of the iconic 50 State Quarters program, a series that celebrated each state with unique and meaningful designs. Released in 2001, the Rhode Island quarter stands out for its breathtaking depiction of the Narragansett Bay, complete with a sailboat gracefully gliding across the water and the Pell Bridge in the background. It's a design that speaks of freedom, exploration, and the deep maritime heritage that defines Rhode Island's identity. Every element of this coin captures the spirit of the state and makes it a standout piece in the entire series, but beyond its beauty and symbolism, the Rhode Island quarter from 2001 holds a much deeper fascination for coin collectors, and that comes from the rare and extremely valuable minting errors that have appeared on some of these coins. These errors weren't part of the plan, but they've turned ordinary quarters into priceless collector's items that continue to rise in demand and value year after year. The rush to find these hidden gems has taken the coin collecting world by storm, and you'll soon see why. One of the most highly prized errors found on the 2001 Rhode Island quarter is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't perfectly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to shift and creating a unique appearance where part of the image or text is missing or pushed to one side. These off-center coins are extremely rare and become even more valuable when the date and mint mark are still fully visible. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes, especially in mint state condition. Another exciting error that has collectors buzzing is the double die error. This type of error occurs when the coin die strikes the same area more than once but in slightly different positions, leading to a doubling effect in the text or imagery. On the Rhode Island quarter, doubling can sometimes be seen on the lettering, the outlines of the sailboat, or even in the lines of the bridge. This visual anomaly is highly sought after, and when it's clearly visible and professionally authenticated, the value skyrockets among collectors. In addition, some rare versions of this coin have been discovered with a clad layer missing, an error that causes part of the coin's outer layer to peel or never form correctly, leaving behind a visibly different texture and color. These errors create a striking contrast on the surface of the coin, making them extremely eye-catching and immediately recognizable as something rare and unusual. This type of error is both uncommon and fascinating, making it a top target for advanced collectors and investors alike. If you're wondering how to check your Rhode Island quarter for any of these rare features, it's easier than you might think. Grab a magnifying glass or coin loupe and closely inspect both the obverse and reverse sides of the coin. Look for any signs of doubling in the text, particularly Rhode Island, 2001, and United States of America. Check if the sailboat appears to have shadowed outlines, or if the bridge looks doubled or distorted. Pay attention to any color differences or surface texture changes that might indicate a clad layer issue. And always look to see if the image is perfectly centered or if it appears pushed toward one side, which could signal an off-center strike. Coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have already certified several of these rare error coins, and they've sold for significant amounts at auctions and private sales. Collectors are actively searching for these Rhode Island quarters with verified errors, and because of their beauty, rarity, and place in history, they've become some of the most desired pieces in the entire 50-state quarters collection. These coins are not only gaining value, they're also becoming legendary in the coin collecting community. With demand on the rise and fewer pristine error coins available in the market, the value of the Rhode Island quarter with confirmed errors has reached incredible heights. This is the kind of coin that can turn a casual collector into a passionate hunter, always searching for that one perfect find that could change everything. And with stories emerging of collectors selling rare error Rhode Island quarters for thousands, the excitement is only growing. Now, for the moment that has everyone on the edge of their seats, just how much can a rare 2001 Rhode Island quarter be worth if it includes one of these minting errors and is in excellent condition? Prepare to be amazed, because one of these coins has sold for an astonishing $80,000. Yes, you heard that right, $80,000 for a single quarter. That's the power of rarity, condition, and the right collector's market. Imagine checking your coin jar or an old roll of quarters and realizing you've been holding a piece of American history worth more than most new cars. It's a discovery that could change your life in an instant, and it's entirely possible if you know what to look for. So now it's your turn to join the hunt. Take a look through your collection, your loose change, or those forgotten coin rolls in your drawers. You never know what treasures might be waiting to be found. If you come across a Rhode Island 2001 quarter that looks a little different or suspiciously unique, don't ignore it. Get it checked, have it graded, and who knows, you just might be holding a coin worth $80,000. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a Rhode Island quarter with an unusual feature or if you have questions about how to identify these rare errors. We love hearing from fellow collectors and treasure hunters just like you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss another rare coin discovery that could be hiding right under your nose. Last unique coin, we're exploring a fascinating and often overlooked treasure in the world of modern coin collecting, the United States of America $quarter Cumberland Gap, released in 2016. This coin is not just a tribute to American exploration, it could also be a hidden gem worth thousands, and possibly even life-changing if you happen to find the right one. So sit back, relax, and let's take a journey into the history, beauty, and surprising value of the Cumberland Gap quarter. The Cumberland Gap quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 through 2021, celebrating national parks, historic sites, and iconic landmarks from every state and U.S. territory. In 2016, Kentucky was represented by the Cumberland Gap National Historical Park, and the design of the quarter is nothing short of stunning. On the reverse side, you'll see a frontiersman standing tall with a rifle, gazing out across the gap, the gateway to the West during America's expansion. Below him, the words, "First Doorway to the West," are proudly inscribed, reminding us of the critical role this location played in American history. But while the design alone makes this coin worth collecting, there's something even more exciting that's been catching the attention of coin lovers and serious collectors across the country: rare minting errors that have been discovered on some of these Cumberland Gap quarters. That's right, not every 2016 quarter was created the same, and if you happen to have one with one of these rare mistakes, you might be holding a coin worth far more than 25 cents. one of the most well-known and valuable errors found on the Cumberland Gap quarter is the double die error, a minting mistake where certain details of the design appear double due to a misalignment during the minting process. On this quarter, doubling may be visible on the inscriptions, particularly in the phrase, Cumberland Gap, or in E pluribus unum. When this kind of doubling is crisp and easily visible, the coin's value jumps dramatically, especially when it's in mint state condition or higher. Another exciting and sought-after error is the off-center strike, which happens when the coin blank is not properly aligned with the dies during production. This results in part of the design being off-center, leaving a crescent of blank metal around the edge and giving the coin a striking and unique appearance. These off-center errors are rare, and the more dramatic the misalignment, especially when the date and mint mark are still visible, the more valuable the coin becomes to collectors and dealers alike. In some cases, collectors have discovered Cumberland Gap quarters with clad layer issues, where the outer nickel layer of the coin is missing on one side. This creates a dramatic two-tone effect and adds immediate visual appeal and rarity to the coin. These errors, especially when graded and authenticated, are extremely valuable because they are very difficult to counterfeit and make each coin entirely unique in appearance. So how can you tell if your Cumberland Gap quarter has one of these rare and valuable features? It starts with a close inspection. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe and examine the inscriptions on the reverse side, particularly around the lettering and the figure of the frontiersman. Look for doubling in the words or outlines that appear slightly offset or ghosted. Then check the coin's edges for signs of off-center strikes. Any uneven border, missing elements, or shifted images are red flags that you may have something special. And don't forget to look for discoloration or differences in texture that might suggest a clad layer error. These visual clues can make all the difference. Over the past few years, rare Cumberland Gap quarters with verified errors have shown up in auction houses and private sales, often fetching impressive amounts. Collectors continue to hunt for these gems, and demand is only increasing as more people realize how valuable these modern coins can be, especially those with documented and certified minting anomalies. Coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have authenticated several of these error coins, and their value continues to rise with each passing year. The America the Beautiful series is already beloved by collectors for its diverse and artistic designs, but it's the error coins, like those found in the Cumberland Gap issue, that are elevating the market to new heights. These coins have become a thrilling part of the modern collecting experience, turning spare change into potential treasure, and making every trip to the bank or grocery store a potential goldmine. And now for the part that everyone's been waiting for, the value. Just how much can a rare Cumberland Gap quarter from 2016 be worth if it features one of these minting errors and is in top condition? Brace yourself, because some of these coins have reached as high as $30,000 in value. Yes, you heard that right, $30,000 for a single quarter. That's the kind of discovery that can completely change your view on the change in your pocket. It's an exciting reminder that in the world of coin collecting, every detail matters, every flaw can be a treasure, and every ordinary coin could hold an extraordinary secret. So take a look through your change jar, your coin collection, or even that old roll of quarters you've been meaning to go through. You never know what might be hiding in plain sight. And if you found a Cumberland Gap quarter that looks suspiciously different or unique, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear about your discoveries and help guide you in identifying whether your coin could be the next great find. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to the channel for more incredible coin stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next exciting episode. This is the place where coins come alive and collectors like you uncover real value in unexpected places. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, but the 2016 Cumberland Gap quarter might just tell one worth $30,000. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and we'll see you in the next treasure-filled adventure.